cordially invited to the country estate of Alistair Rhodes.
I'm gonna skip this because I've seen it a million times already. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm just gonna take from previous recordings.
Well, at least no one's looking down their nose at me no more. Like I'm a damn turd in their punch bowl. Hard to feel underdressed when everyone else at the party's a screaming bag of meat. Y'all look like 10 miles of bad road.
I gotta admit, his is kind of funny.
They smell even worse when you open them up.
Man, got excited for a second.
You think you scare me, you moaning sacks of shit? You keep coming, I'll keep gunning. Pow, pow, pow.
Pow, pow, pow. Alright, hello guys. My name is G-Man here. I've been trying to beat this map, Dead
There was a time when that
of
would have been
the
the strangest
Night.
thing I'd ever seen. That time was about 10 minutes ago. One thing's for sure. I ain't using
Map
this
24,
knife for cooking.
halfway point. I just want to freaking beat it. What's I'm talking about? What just happened there? Ain't that's last. Let's just get it on.
That big statue feller. Atlas, ain't it? I always wondered who suckered him into holding up the whole world. The dining room. Guess that fits the bill. Now we're all on the menu. I'd ask how this is even possible, but you know what they say about a gift horse. Who the hell carved this thing? Sick bastard ought to be shot. Y'all think Mr. Rhodes actually read all these books? Because he sure sees the title.
Woo! Barely beat it. Alright, let's get the shield. One piece is in here.
Gotta rustle up another one of these.
One shield's up here. Didn't matter if I saw it or not. Oop. There it is.
Come on, shield piece, let's round up your two best buddies.
There it is.
This looks handy.
Let's go build it.
Now if I could just find a blacksmith.
This other way. Like all the way up there.
seen benches like these in workshops. Different ones for different jobs.
Alright, I forgot to get something here. Alright. Silver entrance hall on the table. Going back up here. There it is.
You coming with me?
Okay, part 2, table in the dining room. Going to the dining room. Well, saw it.
Well, looky here.
Oh, we lean to the library. Okay, I got that. Cellar, that's simple. Okay. Going to the cellar to the final part.
Damn it. I was kind of hoping to snack some whiskey down here. Wine gives me a headache.
There it is.
Just gonna tuck
build
this
it.
into my holster.
Dang, everything's kind of falling into place right now.
I'm staking
All right,
my
charcoal.
claim.
Main hall in the fireplace. There it is.
Something tells me this charcoal might
Back.
be more than it seems.
Going to the cemetery. Ooh, I need one of these later.
Gonna put this to use.
Like way later though. Shoot.
Huh. Boot Hill, merry old England style.
Nope. Nope. Yep.
Well, now I'm picking up vampire scat. Is that it? Yep.
Alright, got the charcoal, got the
kinda
poop. Now I need to go to the other side to get the sulfur. Do I have my mic on? I do. Okay, good.
So this is a greenhouse, huh? Never seen one before. Don't they usually have plants inside?
There it is.
Sulfur. Stinks like
you
my
grab
mama's
this
house,
time?
but might come in handy.
Alright, now I have to go back into the library to build it. And this was my weapon of choice. Now what a
What
weapon
kind
time.
of cowboy
Okay,
uses
blue while
silver
entering the left hand
friggin' bullet?
side. And over here. Oh, here it is. It's the D1.
That looks like one serious shooting iron. How do we
Okay.
get our hands on it?
Green, look for the fence. The bottom says the left side. So the other side here. Collectathon. I just love it. Inside the gazebo, right?
So this is the garden, huh? Good a place as any to end up pushing up daisies.
Okay, left and right side of the perk. Oh, it's the A1. There we go. Red. Well, let's do yellow first. So it's gonna be forest interest over here. Only door I don't have open, basically. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's the A1. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. I think red is last, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. See? There's that one. Alright, let's do red now. Back of the cellar here. Oop. It's that weird one. There you go.
All hail the king of six guns. Bet you a sawbuck that's a piece for Mr. Rhodes'
Alright,
special
now it's
pistol.
pack a punch time.
See that crystal? Alistair wouldn't hide it if it weren't important, right?
Whew. Holy cow.
Lordy, I've worked up a powerful thirst. Nothing a bottle of bourbon or rye couldn't fix, though. Where's the old man's liquor cabinet?
It took me 15 minutes to collect all the things I needed to collect. That's so ridiculous. Yeah, because you need the shield, and then the silver, charcoal, batproof, sulfur, and then all the weapon location, all the wonder weapon locations, and then now you got all the pack-a-punch things.
Double points.
Never wanted to quit drinking till now. Feels like my chakrams are good to go. Gotta shoot to kill or they just don't stop. I was never that good at taking a hint. Ask anybody.
No idea what this perk is at. It changes every map, apparently. That's some fast reload time. Dang.
Carpenter.
Not this one. The cemetery is like the only place that actually like confuses the crap out of me where everything's at. Because it all looks the same. how a person does this in an hour. Yep, here it is, over here. Over wonder.
We got company of the blood-sucking variety. So it's bats now. I know what to do. Somebody fetch me a broom.
Fetch me a broom.
A half-pint
Oh my.
vampire. Now I've seen it all. Thanks for the memory, little guy. I think me and this here six gun are getting hit. Sorry, ain't it? This is how you live off the land.
I didn't like that. Alright, tell you what, let's just go to the cellar next. Not yet. Not that one. This one. Don't want that. The burnt lady. Okay. The doll. Inch tall to the left. Oh, I know where it is. Okay.
I thought any of you were smarter than you, and you'll all end up the same.
Holy cow, that zombie just like sprinted at me.
Holy shit!
What?
You don't like following me, do you, Mr. Jones? Followed your dreams out west and got there too late. The late Gideon Jones.
Please go slower.
Ever seen a child die? Sure you have, cowboy. You killed your share along the Cheyenne. Most of us have done things we're not proud of. But it's that kind of world.
To his room.
Now see, owning your
No,
own pool
master
table,
bedroom's the other
that's
side.
class. Like a brass spittoon or red velvet drapes in a cat house. It don't feel right sauntering into a man's bedroom without his sex. I know, we're fighting dead men, and that's what I'm worried about. this circle? Look at that thing bounce around like a cue ball. 8 jewels, corner pockets. Hey, you're scratching up my buckskins.
Got it.
Throwing this in my saddlebag.
Leave me alone. Zombies are all over my booty.
Whoever that statue's supposed to be, I ain't turning down divine intervention. If this is the way out, they ain't letting us go without a fight. That'll teach you to come sniffing around my butt. I've burned buffalo chips to stay warm, but werewolf droppings?
That was
This
easy.
is definitely a first. The hell? Looks like something run from a blacksmith shop, run by a magic dwarf. That did the trick. Now what's this prima materia nonsense do? Next one who touches me is gonna be left with just a stump. Never tried gunsmithing before, but I do know my way around a firearm.
Alright, we're going back into the forest to try this thing. To start getting the steak. That's a cool entrance.
In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get the steak knife on the Blackout Forest. If you position yourself like I do in the video, you'll be able to see those familiar elemental symbols carved into these 4 trees. What you have to do is remember or take note of these symbols from left to right. Also, keep in mind these symbols are randomized every game. Next, you have to find 4 stones that each have one of those symbols etched into them. The first stone is on this gazebo ledge. The second one is behind the Vapor Walleye. The third one is behind this fountain near the area's perk location.
Jeez.
And the final one is then on this railing right behind you. All you have to do is shoot these symboled stones in the same order as your trees. You'll know you're doing it correctly if you hear a sparkling sound upon shooting them. If you fail this part, you will not be able to redo it. Therefore, you will not be able to get the knife in that game. So after
Nope. Nope. Yep. That was the right one. It said to me to right to left. I'm just going with it. Does that mean left, right, middle? Whatever. I'm just gonna keep on going. figure out a way. I did it right. I shot the right one. The guy said read it from left to right. I wrote him down from left to right. What the frick did I do wrong? Question, can I do the night step right now if I wanted to? Oh yeah.
Well, that's hard to miss. But what does it mean?
It means I'm gonna have a heck of a time having fun. Alright, this is the part where I watch stuff.
Atlas statue. So there's a super easy way to do this, and there's two possible combinations that you might get for this challenge. The first one is going over to the left dial and turning it to the right until one of the colors is on. Then make your way over to the right dial.
Okay. Left dial. Turn until you get light. Okay, that was simple.
Dial and turn that until another color is on. Doing this will turn off the original. original color that you turned on from the left dial, but that doesn't matter. Once the color on the right hand side is now active, make your way into the middle and turn that one until they are all active. That is your first combination. If you turn this dial in the middle and only one becomes active, then that means that you have got this second combination. And this is super easy as well. Just go back over to the left dial.
Last fool took a swing at me, ended up in a shallow grave. Maybe you know it.
And turn that to the right until you activate a color, and then go over to the right hand side and keep on turning.
Okay, seems all lined up. Well, can't blame him for dropping the world.
Until all three are lined up. It's that simple. Always turn these dials to the right. I find that is easier, but do exactly what I said. Left dial, right dial, middle dial. If that doesn't work, then activate the left one again, and finally keep turning the right until it's finished. Once all the lights are on the crystal, the head from the Atlas statue will drop to the ground, and now your job is to go and find symbols around the map. These symbols are going to be signs of the Zodiac, but you don't actually have to know the signs of the Zodiac to do this. Just bring out a pen and paper and write down the symbols that you find, and you're also going to be looking for scratch marks inside of that room. In each room that you find...
Alright. Yay.
Hey guys, what is up? Samuel Scorpiola here, bringing you guys a guide on how to complete the symbol step inside of Dead of the Night. This is a step here, just make sure inside, guys, we're going to show where you can find to make it really nice and easy for you all. So pretty much, now these can spawn in, well, 3 of them in each of these different spots. These, pretty much, because this can... There is 3 different sets of scratch marks that can spawn around it. I will go over an example with you right here and now. So first up, say, I find my symbol under this table in the billiards room. Now from there can be 3 different sets of scratch marks that can spawn. Now it is possible that you only find 1 set or 2 set, or you could find all 3. But basically what you need to do is count the scratch marks and add them together. So looking at billiards, for example, I find 1 on this wall, 1 on the bookshelf, and say that's it. I need to add those together, and then that is the number for that symbol. And that is going to tell you the order you're entering the symbols in. So pretty much once you found 1, you need to go and find your other 2 symbols and count the scratch marks that come along with them. And then once you have the values for each of your 3 different symbols, you then can go over to the telescope machine where you can enter these in by holding square to rotate this little dial to select your particular symbol that you found, and you need to enter these in the order of lowest to highest in terms of the number of scratch marks you find. So for example, I could have found 5, 9 and 14. That is, I would then enter them in the one which was 5, then the one which was 9, then the one which was 14. So pretty much, guys, that's how the step will work. I'm actually going to now go over every single location with you, and then at the end we'll go over a real example and pretty much how it actually went down in my game. So yeah, let's get into these locations. So first we'll go over the
billiards room. In the billiards room.
Now for your symbol, this will actually be found underneath this little table here, which has the chessboard on.
I think it's there. This step is so annoying. Okay, so it's on here.
On top of it, this is where you will find your symbol. This is only one of, well, 12 different symbols that can be, so just remember what that symbol is. This one here I'd remember as a horseshoe with a line under it. And then for your first scratch mark location, it's just under this other table here with the chair next to it. There's another one on top of the bookshelf here. Both of them have 5 scratch marks on them. And then there's one here tucked next to this bookshelf here, which again has 5 scratch marks on it. Our next set is found in the entrance hall where the Danu Park is. So one of them is next to this little ship painting on the wall. There's 3 of them there. One tucked away nicely here on top of this little shield. That's a clever one there. Nicely tucked away. And then there's another one on this little pillar here. And then the symbol itself is found next to the Danu statue.
Nothing there. So if you don't have your symbol, you're not going to have your scratch mark.
Itself, and it's actually under this table. I remember this one as like an S or a whip, I guess you could remember it as. And yeah, on to our third location. This third one by far took us the longest to find them all, and this is in the dining room. This one is tucked nicely here.
Dining room, here we go. Horseshoe with the line thingy.
Against the horseshoe with the line under it, and this is just next to the doorway here. Now for our first of our scratch marks locations, it's actually...
Oh yeah, same time as thing as last time. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Under this little sheltered area, I guess you'd call it, on this little golden roof part. Our next one is on the table. Next.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. I swear that zombie's breaking faster and faster.
Next to some plates. Again, that's a 5. And then our final one took us the longest to find by far, and it's actually on the back on this red wall, tucked next.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5. So 15.
To this little circular symbol here, and that is a 5. Sometimes that one can be a little on the tougher side to see. Our next one's in the library, and this symbol itself is found next to where you input the Wonder Weapon code.
Takes more than that to bring down Gideon Jones.
Nope, done this one.
Next, this little vase here. This one can be hard to find. I'd remember this as a sword, and it's found next to this little vase. The first of our scratch marks is found on the back of this little crate here, standing from where you would pick up the Wonder Weapon. Our next one is very nicely tucked away here. You just have to head up this staircase, and you can see it hidden there behind the build table. It can be a little dark and hard to spot. And then our third and final one for this spot is next to this little barricade here, tucked away. There's 3 scratch marks right there. Our next one's in the main hall area of the map. So one scratch mark location can be found on top of this little fireplace there. Another one can be found next to this little, I guess you'd call it a mosaic. That's probably the totally wrong word. Sorry, I don't do art very well. Next one's next to this little water statue, I guess you'd call it, and that is a 3. Behind that we statue there, and then the symbol itself can be found behind the
Holy cow, there's like so many. Okay, it's not in the main hall.
this little fenced off bit, and I'd remember that as a 76. Our second last one here is in the trophy room.
Wrong way. I always get like confuzzled about the bilge room and the other room from the other side. I always get them mixed up.
Now, one of these can be found next to this little bathtub here. This is a 5, and that is, as I say, found in the master bedroom next to that tub. Our next one there is on the table there, and that is a 5, I believe. And then we have another one here next to the fireplace, and that would be another 5. That one by the bed can be a little hard to kind of get the clear angle on, because there is one of the scratch marks actually buried underneath the lamp itself, so it can be a little bit hard to tell. And then here you will
Like a little.
see underneath the line to get would be 5 room next to the little bathtub. Our second last one here is in the trophy room. Now, one of these can be found
Okay, it's not there.
next to this little bathtub here. This is a 5, and that is, as I say, found in the master bed.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bedroom next to that tub. Our next one there is on the table there, and that is a 5, I believe. And then we have
One, 2, 3, 4. I have another one, so it's gonna have to do
another one here next to the fireplace, and that would be another 5. That one by the bed can be a little hard to kind of get the clear angle on, because there is one of the scratch marks actually buried underneath the lamp itself, so it can be a little bit hard to
So one of them didn't show. 9 equals 9.
tell. And then here you will see there is 2 wavy lines. I remember that as for your symbol. And then our final location is down in the wine cellar. So there is one of them on that little barrel there in the back corner. There is one of them on this cabinet here near where the perk statue can spawn. And then our third and final one is on this little barrel here in the back. So that is actually going to be all of your locations. You will see our last symbol here is actually on top of these little wine bottles, I guess.
Okay, M, and then the, I don't know what to call that. And like a little thing. Goes like that. I don't know.
Should say we'll see our here in that you can spawn. At corner down in there is 2 itself, 2 lines, I remember that as for your symbol. And then our final location is down in the wine cellar.
There's a 3.
So there is one of them on that little barrel there in the back corner. There is one of them on this cabinet here near where
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
the perk statue can spawn. And then our third and final one is on this little barrel here in the back. So that is
God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 11, 12, 13. So now we go to the thingamajigger.
That's actually going to be all of your locations. You will see our last symbol here is actually on top.
I see it.
I best pour some whiskey on that wound before it goes septic.
Hit the shield. That's what it's intended for. I don't have it yet.
I thought we'd never post through that.
It was crazy. It's only around 5. Getting someone's done. Sprinter zombies were like, freaking leave me alone. Jeez Louise. That's 1,000. Okay, well, I gotta go around.
Bonus points. Full power.
Just like city folk always pawing at you. I once saw a cow get struck by lightning. This here's a dramatic reenactment. Full moon. I think we might have rung the dinner bell.
Kill. Kill.
And a symbol, there can be 3 scratch marks. And your job inside of this step is to find 3 symbols that are spawned in at the same time and count how many scratch marks are on the walls near them. You add up the scratch marks in the room of that symbol and write down that amount of scratch marks next to them. So let's say, for example, I found a Gemini symbol and then I found 3 sets of 4 scratch marks. That would mean my Gemini symbol is a 12. Basically, we need to find 3 symbols and go and type them into a certain machine in the number of scratch marks that we have after adding up the ones from that room. So I'm going to show you guys all the locations for these symbols and also all the weapon blast on the ground around you. Every vampire that goes into that wonder weapon blast will weapon blast. The next thing that we're going to do is give you a max ammo, and will then end the lockdown. Werewolves. Your job is to kill all of these enemies, and once you kill zombies, vampires, and 15 seconds, revealing to the bottom floor of the laboratory once again, where you can now go and watch this door.
Oh yeah.
There's more of these pee-wee vampires than you can shake a stick at. What the Brigadier call you? Nosy Part 2. Well, adios, Nosy Part 2. I once milked venom from a rat. This is worse. It's a doggone werewolf palooza. with wolves. You see one, you know there's 10 more out there. What's big and hairy and uses up half your clothing supply? You guessed it. Reckon it's time to get another damn shield. If I'm gonna die with my boots on, I'll do it instead. Thanks. Well, I ain't just gonna sit here on my ass, am I?